has a plan B? Motherfuckers that lose. That's a fact. Okay? Every single person that wins big, every single person that you look at, every single person that you're inspired by, every single person that you aspire to be like, they only have one motherfucking plan, and that is they are gonna win or they are gonna die fucking trying. Because the people who go all in, the motherfuckers who burn the ships and leave themselves no other option but success, and you're only going half in because you're half in and you're half fucking out, guess what? You're gonna lose. Every single one of you who is struggling right now, you need to understand this. What you're going through right now is necessary. What do you mean it's necessary? It's necessary because what's happening right now is you are forging the fucking skills. You are forging the determination. You are forging the grit. You are forging the fortitude. You are forging all the fucking things that nobody else is gaining because they're sitting on their hands and you're willing to push through. This fire you're feeling, this pressure you're feeling, this frustration you're feeling, this is what is going to make you into the weapon that you are going to become that will then build the life that you are out to build. I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to start on Monday. Sound familiar? Yeah. That's why you feel like shit, because you know that you didn't do none of that shit that you told yourself you should have done. It's making promises to yourself that you don't keep. That's it. It's not fucking fair. Most people don't get it. Most people have no idea how fucking hard it is for you. And guess what? They're never gonna. So why are you screaming about it? Take this opportunity to recognize that the chaos in your life is actually forging you and improving you because you're choosing to press on when everybody else is falling off. The easy route never pays well. The only route in life that pays well is the hard route, the struggle, the pain, the frustration, and the overcoming of those things. And not only do they pay, they fulfill you as well, because it shows the people around you. It shows your kids. It shows your brothers, your sisters, your friends, your community, what is possible. And there's nobility in that. When you see someone and it causes even a tinge of jealousy, what that is on your inside is that you don't feel good enough. When you see someone doing something good, whether it be losing 30 pounds or 100 pounds or they became successful in business, you guys should be fucking clapping as loud as you can, because when you clap for that, guess what? The universe, God, and all these other things sees that and they say, well, that's what he wants. Right. That's what she wants. All right, let me line this up for them to start going. Personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion. You can't wait around for every government or any politician or any fucking anybody to come fix your shit. You gotta fix your shit. Just taking yourself out of these situations that subtract from your life, such as excessive alcohol consumption, partying, et cetera. People are gonna take that as you're getting too serious. Well, let me tell you something, bro. That too serious, that they think is too serious, is the minimum required effort it takes to build something. People are going to say, oh, you need balance. Look at their lives. Look at their bank account. I can tell you this. The friends I have now that are all aligned with success and they all want to win and they all want to create change and they all want to do cool shit, et cetera, are a lot more fun than having friends that fucking tell you work too much and that you're fucking greedy and that you're not humble and that you're too good for us. This is how you want your life to be. You want your life to be in that friend group that supports you, that's there for you, that helps build you up, picks you up when you're down, because they've been through shit too. The problems that you have with more money are better and easier to solve than the problems you have with less money. And that's coming from someone who's lived both lives. Not all of us are naturally gifted with really anything. I know I'm not. I've put in fucking work. I've put in decades of work. I've put in years and years of work into everything that you guys look at and you think that I'm good at or talented at. This is not the case. The case is that I was fucking horrible and I put in the fucking time because I didn't give a fuck how embarrassed I was or how horrible I looked to people, because I knew where I wanted to go, and that was more important to me than looking stupid. That's the truth. The real problem which, by the way, no one ever talks about, is that everywhere we look at society, we celebrate victimhood. We are no longer celebrating people who put in the work. We are no longer celebrating people who overcome. Instead, we are celebrating people who have the saddest story. Instead, we are talking about and competing for the attention about who suffered the most. Well, let me tell you something, guys. You can compete for that your entire life and nobody's going to bring you a motherfucking thing except a couple likes and a couple bullshit comments that people don't mean. The real winners are still and always will be the people who aren't immune from obstacles, but instead see obstacles as an opportunity to get better. They see this as the path to winning, and they are right. There's not one person that you look up to, not one, that gets up every day and says, this is fucking amazing. I can't wait to do this. No matter what they tell you on social media. They still have bad days. They still have days where they want to do something else. The difference is they don't, because they're committed. When you think about where you are, where you're going, and what it is you're trying to accomplish, there's only two ways you can be. You can be the person who learns a little bit, who does a little bit, and then who decides that this really isn't for them and moves on to something else and repeats that cycle over and over and over again. Or you can be the person who's committed. You can be the person who says, this is going to fucking work no matter what happens, no matter how frustrated I get, no matter how angry I get, no matter what, I'm fucking doing this. Those are the people that are going to win. So many of you guys let your bitch voice talk you out of doing the thing that you want to be great at because you're not very good at it now. And guess what? You're not going to get any better by not doing it. And so what you have to realize is you have to understand that when you start to doubt yourself, that is also a trigger, a production pivot, like I talked about in the first point, that you're going to take, and then you're going to apply that to whatever it is you want to do. If you want to be fit, when you start saying, hey, you know, you're not very fit. Well, no shit. What do you think you should do at that time? I don't know, maybe something that would make you more fit. I got asked this morning, hey Andy, what was your number one piece of advice be for me to win? All right, I'm gonna give it to you, but it's actually 3 pieces and they're very simple. And anything on with this is usually some sort of sales tactic. Okay, number 1, don't fucking quit. Let everybody else fucking quit. Super simple. If everybody else quits, you're gonna be one of the few still left. That's very simple to understand. Number 2, win the day. If you win today, and you win tomorrow, and you win the next day, and you win 1,000 days in a row, let's even say you lose a few of those fucking days. How can you lose in the long term? You cannot. Number 3, when you make a mistake, acknowledge the mistake, and don't make it again. Put that skill in your tool belt and use it when appropriate next time. If you do those 3 things, you cannot fucking lose. It is that simple.